For the last 2 decades, the Indian Ocean has in many ways lost its identity, and it has now been encompassed in the larger Indo-Pacific, an identity that has been forced upon the region by countries like America, which made it easier for them to continue to push their unipolar world order. But if you look at the last several weeks, we're witnessing what is now becoming a rapidly evolving situation, which has, in many ways, really fast-tracked the already changing world order. We are seeing that the post-Cold War hegemony of the United States is actually slipping away, and there's a new world order that's coming about, which is very much a multipolarity, and that's being driven by the global south. So now, the question though that will come before us is, where will this 21st century power blocks reside? A lot of people, and I include myself in this classification, there's a lot that believe that this century, the 21st century, is going to be the century of Asia. But when we say that, we cannot just simply assume that this power shift is a foregone conclusion. It is something that needs to be nurtured and actively. And that's where the Indian Ocean really comes up. If you would imagine the shifting power block, you would need to picture a path in which it would move. It won't actually disappear from one region in the world and reappear in another. Instead, it would need to follow a trail across countries and regions. So if we assume that today the United States of America is the center of power, then there are naturally 2 directions in which that power shift can take place. It can either go westward through China, or it could go eastward through the Gulf into South Asia and then beyond into the rest of Asia. Now, realistically speaking, when we look at America in the last several years, they have spent their time attempting to decouple from China. So when we take that into account, it's unlikely that the eastbound path, the westbound path is going to be the one that will see this power shift. And so eastward is where we will have to look.